All right, here we go. So, in this training, I'm going to talk about how your thoughts and beliefs create your success in dating and in relationships, or keep you from having any success in dating and relationships. Because do you ever feel stuck in your dating life? Like everything is working against you and you have no control over the results. Now, what if I told you that your thoughts and your beliefs directly influence your outcomes? So, in this training, you're going to learn how your thoughts and beliefs directly impact the results that you achieve in meeting women, dating women, and having relationships. Yeah. Or keep you from meeting women, dating women, and having fruitful relationships. Now, for those who don't know who I am, they call me Rick Dutch. My name is Rink. I've got the most Frisian name that you can think of given to a guy like me with his sexy Brazilian color. But I have 20 years of experience now in personal development. Yeah, it was 2004 that I took my first steps in developing myself and my manly traits and to building a bit of a character. And 18 years of those, 18 years of those years in personal development I spent in well, diving into psychology and the science of romantic attraction, dating, relationships, breakups. And since 2009, I've trained men internationally, working as a coach and a mentor. And I'm a double certified coach. I'm a licensed therapist with more than, I think, 13 years now of collaboration with the world's top experts in dating and pickup and seduction coaching. And I'm here to share all the knowledge and practical experience that I've gained, to share that with you so that you can become, well, successful, not only in dating, but also in relationships and in life. Now, why do your current thoughts and beliefs keep you single, keep you from meeting any women, meeting from, or meeting quality women, or keep you from playing hide and seek, underneath the sheets with women, or keep you from starting relationships with quality women? In a nutshell, how come that your dating life completely sucks? Have you ever heard of a psycho-cybernetic loop? Sounds really cool, huh? Psycho-cybernetic loop. Well, a psycho-cybernetic loop is a vicious cycle in which your thoughts, your feelings, and your behaviors continuously reinforce each other. Yeah, trapping a lot of men in limiting and negative patterns that undermine their dating, their dating life, their relationships, their life. Yeah, and in this loop, their thoughts are often based on negative beliefs, such as I am not attractive enough, or women only want alpha males, or women find me boring. So these beliefs lead to self doubt and insecurity. Um, yeah, can you hear me though? Can't hear you that well in the group though. I'll try and speak a little bit louder, Joe. Yeah, but it's it's these beliefs, yeah, these negative beliefs that lead to self-doubt, lead to insecurity, then translate into hesitant or nervous behavior, yeah, in social situations. So when they meet women, they subconsciously project their lack of confidence, making their interactions feel less interesting, less attractive, less emotionally stimulating. Yeah, and then this behavior and the outcome of that behavior reinforces their negative beliefs, causing them to believe um, even more strongly in their own perceived inadequate. How do you call that? Onadequaatheden. What's that word in English? Help me out here. Inadequacies. That's it. So this loop subtly yet powerfully impacts your dating life, impacts your relationships, impacts your life, because your self image is heavily influenced by negative beliefs. And these develop a pattern of self fulfilling prophecies. Yeah, this means that their thoughts about themselves, yeah, your thoughts about yourself become the foundation for your actions and for the responses that you receive. So, for an example, a man who believes he isn't interesting enough will behave a little bit more cautiously, a little bit more reserved. For an example, to avoid rejection. Now, women, they pick up on this lack of confidence, and then in return will show less interest, which the man then interprets as confirmation of his negative self image. And as a result, he stays stuck, um, remaining in this cycle where his own thoughts and behaviors create the outcome that they are trying to avoid. Now, men can break free from this psycho-cybernetic loop by becoming aware of their beliefs and actively working to shift them. Yeah, so this requires mental reprogramming, which, uh, it's the process and the steps that you can take are quite simple. Yeah, like I'm going to help you in this training with a few strategies that you can use, and the strategies are quite simple, but this doesn't mean that it's an easy thing to do. Yeah, and through those mentally reprogramming strategies, you'll learn to recognize that your thoughts only provide a perspective and don't necessarily reflect the actual truth. Um, you can focus on positive beliefs and focus on positive behavioral changes, which will um, steer you in a different direction. Yeah. So you need a shift in your self image, because that will create a different attitude and a different energy. Yeah. Making your interactions way more interesting, way more attractive, making you appear as way more charismatic. Yeah. So in this way, you will be able to establish a new positive cycle where your confidence grows and your dating experience improve, and your relationship experience improves. So in order for us to accomplish that, we'll have to break a few negative and as I call them, non-serving beliefs. Many men believe that success in dating and success in relationships depend on looks, or depend on status only, or depend on pure luck only. Now, this is a common, but it's a limiting belief. Yeah, when you look at evolutionary psychology, it shows that attraction is a little bit more complex than that, and it's influenced by social dynamics, by confidence, by by game. Yeah, so with the right mindset, you can actively increase your charisma, your social charisma, your attractiveness, regardless of your looks or your status. Um, Another common belief is that failures in dating signal a permanent deficiency. And this can be discouraging and leads to a vicious cycle of negative thoughts. In reality, these failures are often, I see them as temporary roadblocks that you will bump up against, but you will be able to overcome, with the right approach, with conviction, with the right mindset, with the right strategies. Yeah, a positive mindset can work, and it can work wonders. Yeah, so helping you see your setbacks as, for an example, learning moments, which will only make you stronger. Some men believe that women are unpredictable and that their behavior, like you're unable to predict their behavior, which creates distance. I see it happening with a lot of guys these days, distance, and prevents men from forming, well, from actually taking action and then forming deeper relationships, like deep connections. But when you look at social psychology reveals that human behavior, including women's behavior, follows predictable patterns based on emotions and, yeah, context as well. Yeah, so by gaining insights into these dynamics, which you can do if you proactively learn game and apply game instead of just letting things happen. Yeah, but gaining insights will help you to better understand women, to read the patterns, like read women, to understand them better than they do themselves. Yeah. And I see it a lot as well, especially in Facebook groups, on Reddit as well, that there's a belief that men have no control over their success in dating or relationships because the dating world and women are all against them. But by working on your inner beliefs and self-image, you will be able to take a more proactive role in this, and create a, how do you call that, an empowered mindset. Yeah, so this is essential not only for attracting women, but also for creating a higher quality of life. Yeah, so let's take some proactive steps. Yeah, let's dive into, as I usually do, 7 strategies to proactively create your reality in dating and relationships. Let me take a sip from my Man Academy mug. I'm not promoting anything here. Maybe I'm going to make a few more of these mugs and send them out. So if you want one, let me know. um, Strategy number 1: identify and replace your limiting beliefs. Brother, understand that usually your own beliefs block you. Yeah, we grow up, and throughout life we get many negative non-serving beliefs, and they are implanted into our brain one way or the other, and they keep us small. Yeah, they block us from taking action, like thoughts like I'm not good enough, or she won't be interested in me, or she won't like me anyways. Like these kinds of beliefs keep us locked in a negative reality where we expect and receive rejection and disappointment. Yeah, because when you walk around with a belief, I'm not good enough, you will, your action steps and your aura, like even without saying anything, you will exude that unattractive energy. You will communicate to the world around you, and women are very quick at picking up those signals. You will communicate, I believe that I am not good enough, and therefore you are not good enough. People will not treat you right. They will not treat you with respect, especially women. They will treat you as if you are not good enough. So you will have to learn to recognize these limiting beliefs, and you have to replace them with positive affirmations, such as instead of I'm not good enough, um, I am valuable, I am attractive. Yeah, because studies show that rewriting thoughts will dramatically improve your confidence and your social skills. So, how do you do that? Well, let's start by um, identifying three common limiting beliefs that you have. Write this down. Identify three common limiting beliefs that I have. Now, when you've identified those, write down three opposing positive beliefs. And then practice these affirmations daily, yeah, to anchor your new mindset. Yeah, you have to shift your mindset. So for an example, how can you do that? Well, before you go out and before stepping into um a social setting, repeat these affirmations like I am attractive, I am confident, I am interesting. Yeah, because they will, when you speak to yourself like that, it will influence your energy and your attitude. Yeah. Strategy number 2, use NLP, neuro linguistic patterning, for positive anchors. Many men associate dating with, for an example, um, tension, or they associate dating or meeting women, yeah, with tension, with insecurity, with getting blown out instead of getting blown. And all that due to either negative experience or no experience. Yeah. Now NLP offers techniques to create positive anchors that will help you remain calm and confident in social interactions, in interactions with women, in interactions with groups of people. So, how do you do that? Well, visualize past successful social interactions and anchor those feelings. Because studies show that our brain can recall these anchors and instantly change our mood and our energy. So, how do you do that? Well, let me check my notes here. Step one, think of a positive moment when you felt confident. Think of a positive moment when you felt confident. Now, anchor this moment with a physical touch, like a hand on your chest, or maybe do something like this. Or yeah, so you put your hand on your heart. That's how you anchor. First, think of a positive moment when you felt confident. Why? When you think of it, you start to feel it. Now, when you feel it, you anchor it by a touch, physical touch. Then you practice this anchor before every social interaction. Yeah, so before entering a venue, you walk in like like Napoleon. Yeah, or you beat your chest one time. Okay, now I'm confident. Let's go. And we call that state anchoring. Use these positive anchors right before an approach, right before you enter a social venue, right before you. What's the challenge that many men face before that? Well, right before you have to get off the couch, yeah, to shit, shower, shave, and suit up. Right before you have to put on your shoes and get out of the house. You want to be able to set your mental energy at the right level at all times. Yeah, so practice these anchors before anything challenging comes up. I hope that makes sense. Strategy number 3, understand the evolutionary basis of attraction. I'm going to run over to my bookshelf 1 second. If you have to start, yeah, at the beginning, understanding the evolutionary basis of attraction, read this book. Where's the camera? Is this one? The Evolution of Desire by David M. Buss. Read that book. Guys, attraction isn't a mystery. It has evolutionary roots. And when you go through this book, yeah, you read it and not just read it, but read it to understand it. You'll learn that men who exude confidence and project their value as described in here, that they are that they are perceived as attractive by women. And you'll learn what that value is, and no, it's not money. It's not just money. Yes, financial resources is an important thing for very good reasons. Yeah, but it's way more than that. So learn and understand the evolutionary basis of attraction. And this is a very good first step to take. Yeah. Um, when going through this book, you'll learn that usually even you are a valuable person with unique qualities that women might like. Yeah, that might trigger the positive emotions in a woman. If only you would go out and share yourself and present yourself to the world. Yeah. Because when you recognize your worth, you will naturally project it. Yeah. When you recognize your worth, when you understand that out of, for an example, 8 DHVs, yeah, what we call demonstrations of higher value, points that you or things that you possess that women which will flip an attraction switch within women. When you understand those, you will start to exude it. When you know you have it, you will start to feel more confident and you will start to naturally project it. Yeah, and evolutionary psychology supports that women are attracted to men who exude, for an example, confidence. Yeah, so let's stick to confidence. How can you get more confidence? How can you get more confident about who you are as a man and your personality and your character? Well, how about you think? How about you sit down and you think for a moment and you really go deep and list 3 or 5 or 10 or maybe 15 unique qualities that you have that make you valuable based on the information that you get from this book. And why do I say that? Well, because I don't want you to write down, I can be very vulnerable. Uh, I'm I'm so in touch with my emotions. It's exactly that what keeps a lot of guys' beds empty. Yeah. When you read this, you'll understand that being vulnerable and being emotional is not very attractive. Yeah. But so list unique qualities that make you valuable. Not that you think are valuable, but that you know from science make you valuable. Then do what a pickup artist, the old school pickup artists do. Find ways to subtly showcase this value in social interactions. By the way you behave, by the way you move, by the things that you say, the way you look, the way you push her away a little bit, the way you don't even acknowledge her, but you're engaged with the friends. Find ways to subtly showcase your value in social interactions. Basically, learn game and how to apply game, which means how to communicate better, more interesting, in a more charismatic way. Yeah. Then observe the positive responses that your new attitude triggers. Yeah. Diving into and learning game is a very important part in the um on the path of a man, especially these days. Yeah, because let's be honest, women don't need you anymore. Yeah, like my mother needed my father when she came from Brazil to Holland, all her family on the other side of the world, and the best way for her to stay in touch with her family was to write letters. Yeah, which took weeks to find its way over there. And she was completely dependent on my dad. These days, women don't need you, so they have to want you. And in order for you to make her want you, you will have to be able to communicate certain things. You will have to communicate your value. And when you do that in a proper way, she will respond. And every time you showcase your higher value, she responds with indications of interest. When you communicate lower value, which is something that most guys do, especially in social situations, because they are not used to being in social situations and their communication skills and social skills are shit, you'll also trigger responses. What are those responses? Indications of disinterest. Yeah. Which you'll learn when you dive into game. And if you want to know more about that, make sure to contact me and I will help you. Strategy number 4, create a visualization of your desired results. Many men remain stuck in their current situation because they are unclear about what they want to achieve. They have no goals, they have no direction. So they lay in bed, play video games, eat shit, smoke weed, and jerk off. Yeah, to sedate themselves. They never, they don't even think about visualizing what it feels like to reach goals, which prevents them from actively working toward growth. Yeah, so visualization is well, first of all, it's more than just wishful thinking. Visualization creates a neurological blueprint that activates your brain to notice opportunities that you might overlook. Yeah, evolutionary psychology suggests that our brain responds to clear goals, to a very clear vision. And when you have a clear goals, clear vision, if you know where to go, if your roadmap is clear, yeah. So basically, when you have clear direction, your attitude will shift. Your attitude will shift from being a guy that, you know, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do today, and yeah, maybe I'm just gonna Netflix a little bit, and I don't know, man. So what are you gonna do? Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna record this training, then I'm gonna do write another training, and then I'm going to record that as well, and then I'm going to post it on YouTube, and I'm going to post it in our Facebook group, and I'm going to build a community, and I'm going to create a media juggernaut for men, sharing nothing but extremely high value training and helping men to grow. See, this is like when you know where to go, you'll already start to talk with more passion. So every now and then, close your eyes and imagine a future where you are successful in, in our case, in social interactions, in dating, in relationships. And when you imagine that, how do you behave? How do the interactions feel? How do you feel? How do the girl and her amazing friends look at you when you enter the room? Do they light up? Ah, he's there. Finally, he's there. Yeah, so imagine that. Imagine that amazing future. Then write down the vision that you have and describe um, describe it as specifically as possible. Yes, and be very specific in what you want to achieve. Now read that, and visualize it every single day to condition your brain for action towards that goal. I wrote down future projection. I wanted to make a point with future projection. Yeah, future projection. Um, Use that technique not only to reinforce your own mindset, but also during conversations. Yeah, to bring women into a shared vision that you have. Yeah, by painting a picture, a crystal clear picture where you both enjoy something together. You create an emotional connection, and you'll create attraction. And if you are able to share your vision in a way that it emotionally stimulates you, and she sees that happening, it will emotionally stimulate her. Yeah. So yeah, so when writing down your big vision, write down the feelings, the what is it that you see, what is it that you hear, what is it that you smell, what is it that you taste. Use feeling words or emotional words, yeah, that evoke emotion when you read it, and when you share it with others. Yeah, so that they get passionate about your vision, about your dream, about that what you're going to realize, your goals. Strategy number 5, develop a growth mindset with NLP. A limiting mindset will lead to, well, non-serving patterns. Yeah, many men think I hear this so often. If any of you, I'm about the first person, the first guy that tells me this, I will punch him in the mouth. But this is just how I am. I don't ever want to hear that ever again. I will punch you. This is just how I am. Believing that change is impossible. The truth is, your beliefs and your skills will change if you allow yourself to grow. Yeah, and using NLP techniques, you can reprogram yourself and develop a growth mindset. These techniques will help you turn um, your negative thoughts into positive, action-oriented thoughts, beliefs. Yeah, and research shows that people with a growth mindset are way more flexible, are way more successful, especially in their social interactions, are being perceived as way more charismatic, way more interesting, way more attractive. They exude a different vibe. How about you become that guy that exudes that vibe, that when you walk into a social environment and you feel good, you feel great, you see the people around you just, their gaze is just turning from whatever it is that they're doing to you. How would that be? Yeah, so how can you accomplish that? Well, recognize and write down negative beliefs that come up when you set a goal. Yeah, so you set your goals, you know your goals. What negative beliefs do you have that might keep you from accomplishing your goal? Now use NLP techniques and do some research on this. Use NLP techniques to like reframing, to turn these beliefs into a positive statement. So for an example, when you believe that you're not good with women. Yeah, like I'm not good with women. Reframe that and tell yourself, I am actively learning to improve my social interactions. There you go. Now you have a positive, action oriented statement. I'm not good with women. I'm very proactively, ferociously taking action in learning to improve my social interactions. Hear what I just did? The first time I said this was I am actively learning to improve my social interactions. But I love to add evoking words. Yeah, because I don't want to just reframe. I want to reframe and create a burning desire. So I'm not just actively learning to improve my social interactions. I am fucking ferociously running towards improvement in social interactions. That's how I do it. Yeah, this works with me. I suggest you find your way. So you write that down. I'm actively learning to improve my social interactions. Then when you read that, because this is how I learned it, when you read that and it doesn't emotionally set you ablaze, then what can you change in that sentence? Yeah, so that it lights you up. Makes sense? So again, for me, I am actively learning to improve my social interactions. It's good. It's positive, but it doesn't set me. It doesn't turn the heat on. Yeah. So I add words and I make the sentence um, more explosive or whatever I want it to be. Yeah. Now, when you've done that, reinforce these new beliefs daily until they become a solid part of your thinking of because when they become a solid part of your thinking, your actions will align with your way of thinking. Surprise. Yeah. So control your frame, guys. Control your frame. Yeah. You lead your own perception. And when you do that, you will most likely be able to lead the perception of others. And by applying NLP and maintaining a positive frame, you will appear more confident, more emotionally stable, not vulnerable, more determined, more on, which is attractive. It's inspiring. Strategy number 6. Man, I'm starting to feel the fire even. Just thinking about all these things, all these concepts. Learn to handle rejection constructively. Guys, if you take every rejection personally, going out and meeting other people, meeting women will very swiftly, well, it won't be fun, right? It will drain your energy. It will not make you. It will make you not go out, not wanting to go out. Yeah, it will only add to a larger fear of rejection. And this is, look, fear of rejection holds many men back from taking action. Yeah, so that's the outcome. you will stop taking action. So a lot of guys, they avoid situations where they might be rejected, only to miss valuable opportunities. So then rejection becomes a barrier rather than a learning experience. But see it like this. Yeah, let's reframe this. Yeah, let's take that concept I just spoke about. Let's reframe this. Rejection isn't the end, it's a very essential part of an educational experience. it's it's a natural part of of an educational experience. When you when you think of it like that, don't you get fired up to be rejected more? Look, rejection helps you grow, helps you improve. You need rejection. So, by viewing rejection as a chance to improve, you strengthen your mental resilience and your confidence. You need it. You need it just as much as you need water. Make rejection your biggest ally. You will learn way more than by not taking action because you're afraid to get rejected. Yeah. So, um, how can you turn it into something positive? Well, analyze your reactions to rejection, and ask yourself, what can you learn from it? And after each rejection, write down one thing to improve and one positive quality that you have demonstrated. Make it a positive experience. Man, just thinking about getting rejected. See this stupid white smile I have right now? Oh. Yeah. Use these experiences to um I wanted to say to sharpen your knife. Well, sharpen your skills rather than becoming discouraged. I remember, like, I was talking about this to a salsa friend of mine, and he's had some experience with women. He had some relationships, but he was single, and we went to a party, a big event, and after some time, we all went our own way, and he came walking back at the end of the party. I remember him walking towards us with a big smile on his face. So I asked him, "So, hey, get laid or what? What's that smile for?" He said, "I just got rejected." And I was silent for a bit. What? What did you just say? Well, I just got rejected. So I looked at him. I said, "Dude, this is one of the very few times that I've seen someone getting rejected and being happy about it." You know what he said? He said, "This has never happened before." I said, "Why? How come?" I said, "This was the first time I actually walked up to a girl, told her I liked her, and that I wanted to, exchange phone numbers for a date. I've never done that before." So he took a step, a big step that he's never did, and he got rejected. So he wasn't happy because he got rejected. He was happy because he took that first step, and he came with a big smile. And after that, I remember, like, he dove into social situations and social interactions as if it was nothing. He had anchored that happy feeling, that happy vibe, that big smile on his face to getting rejected. Getting rejected was now his happy moment. So reframe rejection. Yeah, we talked about reframing, reframe rejection. View rejection as an opportunity to grow, to improve, to learn. View rejection as something that most guys will never get to experience. Why? Because they don't take the necessary steps to get rejected in the first place. They don't do anything. They stand on the sidelines. They will never feel how amazing it feels to be rejected. Yeah? So there you go. Reframe rejection. Man, I'm so happy for the guys that are going to take action this weekend and to get and get rejected a lot. And if you want to get over your fear of rejection, I have a game for you. Go out with a buddy, your wingman, and you go and approach. Yeah, you start your social interactions, and you try to get rejected in the most original ways possible, and then share that with each other just for shits and giggles. And if you want to win, you can actually go up to a group of people, or one, two, three, four, five, with a girl that you like, and say something like, "Hey guys, I have a task for tonight, and that's getting rejected in the most awesome way possible. So I'm here, and I would love nothing more than to get rejected by you guys in an awesome way. So, what kind of creativity can you bombard at me?" There you go. That's one way to play the rejection game. Strategy number 7. Yeah, let's end this training. Strategy number 7: cultivate a positive inner dialogue. How you talk to yourself shapes your self image and the confidence with which you approach social interactions. Negative self talk leads to insecurity, while positive self talk strengthens your power, strengthens your confidence. Now, positive self talk creates a foundation of confidence that affects everything you do, everything in your life, all of the steps that you take every single day. And when you dive into evolutionary psychology, and you go beyond this book, yeah, but really dive into it, you'll learn that self confidence and self image are essential in the dynamics of mating, attracting a mate. So, with the right inner dialogue, you can strengthen this confidence, and it's important to do. Yeah, and it will set you apart from the majority of men out there. So, how can you accomplish that? Well, replace negative thoughts like "I can't do this" with "I am capable of learning how to do this." I remember this, now that I'm talking about it, this kids show. What's the name in English? I think it's called Pippi Longstocking. For all you old farts out there like me, remember Pippi Longstocking? I remember her saying, whenever she went out, on an adventure, and her friends were trying to keep her from taking the necessary steps to experience the adventure, she would say something like, "Well, I've never done this before, so I think I can do it." I've never done this before, so I think I can do it. What a great way of approaching life, approaching new um, experiences. What a great way of attacking ferociously attacking new challenges. I've never done this before, so I think I can. And this perfectly ties into perfectly ties into the next step, because what I wanted to say is develop a short, powerful mantra to repeat before a social interaction. And I have my notes say such as, I am confident, I am attractive. But I just shared the Pippi Longstocking one with you. I've never met these people before, so I think it will go amazing. I've never met her before, so I think she will love me. For an example, yeah, be creative, but it helps. It helps by you think it, and then you feel it. Like right now, man, see the stupid look on my face just by thinking how awesome I am. I've never done this before, which means I'm going to be awesome at it. They've never met me before, so they will find me awesome. And you know why? Because I am. And then you go in. Man, I'm excited for you guys. Seriously. And after each social interaction, evaluate your inner dialogue and write down positive feedback. Yeah, you want to create a positive feedback loop. Yeah, by consistently repeating positive thoughts, positive affirmations, write down your positive everything that was positive. Write it down afterwards, because that way you will create a positive loop that strengthens your confidence and puts a silly smile on your face the entire day. Making your energy and your attitude attractive to others. Yeah. Like when I started out doing this training, just after we're done, go back to the beginning. See where my energy was. It was here. And now just thinking about positive things, I'm explaining it to you. I'm going through positive experiences through my mind, and they make me smile. And this is exactly what you want to happen. Before you go out, before you walk into a social venue, before you start speaking to all the amazing people that are out there, yeah, you want to be able to do it with a stupid smile like this, and reinforce those thoughts and write it down, and use your mantra and your positive affirmations, and link it to yourself. Affirm it. I mean, yeah, affirm it. Like, I feel so good right now. Now every time I do this, I feel amazing. Yeah. So, but that's basically how you do it, guys. That's how you are able to shape thoughts and beliefs to actually create your success in meeting women, in dating, experiencing a positive, a positive dating experience, in meeting a quality woman, connecting with her in an amazing way to start an amazing relationship. Yeah. That's why you have to reshape your thoughts and your beliefs. And in this training, we covered 7 powerful strategies. Yeah. Yeah, seven powerful strategies to help you use your thoughts and beliefs to create your reality. Yeah, your reality in meeting women, your reality in dating, your reality in relationships. Yeah, so from transforming from non-serving, limiting beliefs to reframing rejection. Yeah, these steps empower you. They empower you to act with confidence, with purpose, and with a stupid smile on your face. Yeah. And look, it's so easy. This is the easiest thing that you can do, is to not do anything and just keep dwelling. Yeah, dwelling in that negative feedback loop, that negative psycho-cybernetic loop that you create, and you and instant houden. I forgot. I don't know how to say that in English. But you keep it alive. Yeah, you keep it alive. Imagine continuing on like you're doing right now. Imagine not applying these insights and clinging on to your old beliefs and patterns, which is the easiest way to keep having a fucked up life. Yeah. While other guys like me, like people that I have around me, they build relationships, they succeed in social interactions, they radiate confidence, they radiate charisma, they attract people, they attract positivity. And while they're doing that, you remain stuck. For what? Yeah. So don't spend another day not taking action. Yeah. Don't spend another day in your negative psycho-cybernetic swamp, bathing in that boiling bitch energy, radiating anger, radiating a lack of confidence, radiating I'm unattractive, I'm unattractive, I'm unattractive, taking action steps based on your negative um, beliefs, attracting negative outcomes, or proactively working towards negative outcomes. Dude, you have the opportunity to take control of your dating life. You have the opportunity to steer your future. It's not going to be easy, but the process is quite simple. Yeah. And I mean, this is my wish for you, that you take action today. Um, just a small step. Yeah. With a positive mind, and see that if, like, when you enter a social venue with a smile on your face, you will start to see that the ladies, they will look at you, and if you make eye contact and you send them a smile and you go, hi, how are you, they will actually respond positively. Yeah. Okay, guys, so if you want to grow further, follow our channel, like, share this video. We're also building a global community of men supporting each other in growth and development and success, understanding the psychology of romantic attraction. If you want to get access to our community, it's free. Just leave a message, send us an inbox on any of the social media channels that you'll find us. Yeah. And we'll gladly welcome you into our midst. Yeah. And guys, remember, your thoughts and beliefs shape your reality. And with the right mindset, the right strategies, you will be able to transform every aspect of your social and your love life. Brother, I love you, and I will see you in the next training.